This is OSU's own SJB News, bringing you the latest news on campus, in Stillwater, and around the state. Delivering weekly updates on Cowboy and Cowgirl athletics. And keeping you informed on events from around the world. This is SJB News.
Thanks for watching Orange Nation News. I'm Nick Woodruff. The paddle people here at Oklahoma State have a long and strong tradition. Heather Geller spent time with them, and Heather, tell us a little bit more.
Well, there's no way you missed these things flying around on Saturday. But there's only one thing that's more popular than Justin Blackmon in that west end zone at Boone Pickens Stadium. It's a group called the Paddle People. You've seen these super fans on the front row of every Oklahoma State football game. There's, however, more tradition than what's seen in the student section. The Paddle People were originally called the Hellhounds. 15 years ago, 4 students decided to bring the tradition back from the 1950s. From there, the Orange Paddle was born. Now 100 members strong, Paddle People continues to grow. This may look like an ordinary piece of wood to most people, but it's not just a $12 paddle to these fans. It's a way of life.
I love academics and whatever, but this is where I spend a lot of my life. I got either camping out or hanging out with my Paddle People friends, and that's kind of the defining moment of my college career.
Paddle People Vice President Alex Hare quit marching band to get in on the action.
I get to be out here, I get to paddle. I mean, it's fun. Camping out's fun. Talking to other football fans is fun. I mean, sitting on the front row, being that close to the players, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way.
They have meetings like any other club. Members say it's similar to being in a fraternity or sorority. Their bond goes beyond the stadium walls.
As soon as I got that paddle in my hand, I knew that I wanted to do this for all 4 years, and I made some of my best friends are from Paddle People, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
Although the Paddle People brave many cold nights out here camping out to get those front row seats, their motto is paddle hard and paddle often. And that's exactly what they do every game day. For Orange Nation News, I'm Heather Geller.
Thanks, Heather. Tradition is a common thing to hear, but when it comes to football, it's a way of life. The celebration kicked off with tailgaters gathered around for the traditional games, food, and beer. Many people met to spend time with one another before OSU played the University of Oklahoma.
We play drinking games and we sing songs, and we have a reunion with everybody that we haven't seen for however many weeks it's been since the last home game.
While tailgating is the primary tradition, the OSU Spirit Walk comes in a close second. With the OSU Cowboys having only one loss, tailgating numbers were huge last Saturday for the historic Bedlam game. With the Cowboys having a historic season, football in Stillwater is at an all-time high. Oklahoma State has achieved its highest rank ever this season and flattened its cross-state rival, Oklahoma. However, Boone Pickens Stadium will have 2 different hosts this weekend in the intramural flag football championship. The Atlanta Falcons and the Smushmorshmen will face off in the championship after an improbable run through the intramural playoffs, where they each had to defeat 5 consecutive opponents. Derek May discussed his quarterfinal appearance when he led his team to victory.
I mean, it was intense. It's Elite 8. What do you guys expect? I mean, we got to the Final Four. It was intense. We played solid D.
Playing in Boone Pickens Stadium is an experience these players will never forget. For the last few years, the IT department here at Oklahoma State has been turning an office into a miniature golf course. John Autry has more on how they are sinking putts for a good cause.
OSU's IT department held its annual mini golf tournament. What makes this tournament unique is it's played on the 3rd floor of the Whitehurst building. IT telecom accountant Megan Musafin says the event has become an office favorite.
This is the Berber Trails event. It's pretty much putt-putt in the office all day long. All the proceeds go to benefit the United Way.
Office employees created the 9-hole course with items found around the office. Items include Pringles cans, donut boxes, and shredded paper.
Hockey shot.
The cost to play a round is $3, with the top 3 players winning prizes. IT employee Barry Malden says he welcomes a round of putt-putt in the office.
We just have a nice camaraderie together, you know, putting this event together, and then of course it raises money for the charity.
Mushoffen says she welcomes the chance to let her hair down.
I'm pretty much stuck behind a computer all day doing spreadsheets and accounting, and most people in my area are as well. So it's just nice to be able to get up and hang out, play a game of putt-putt, socialize a little bit, get out of the office for a little while.
This year's golf tournament raised $166. Mushoffen won the tournament with a score of 21, but says the real winner was the United Way. For Orange Nation News, I'm John Autry.
That'll do it for this newscast, and thanks for watching. For Orange Nation News, I'm Nick Woodruff.